For 2025, we have gotten a lot of great movies this year, but let's rank my top 10. But before doing that, here are some honorable mentions that didn't make the top 10 list. As we have The Running Man, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, The Accountant 2, and Novocaine. Those were some honorable mentions, but now let's rank my top 10 films for 2025. And at number 10 is Avatar: Fire and Ash. And as someone who isn't too crazy for the Avatar films, this one surprised me because this was what I was wanting to see with the Avatar films, and I thought it was pretty epic. At number 9 is Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. And I love the Knives Out films, and this was one that doesn't disappoint. It was a very interesting mystery with Detective Benoit Blanc investigating as it involves religion and politics. Rian Johnson just did a great job with this film. At number 8 is The Long Walk. And this was a film that really caught me by surprise because of all of the emotion in it, as you are traumatized. Bro, I was traumatized, but at the same time just amazed and fascinated with the bond of these characters, but traumatized when it ended. At number 7 is F1. This was a pretty thrilling racing film with great characters, a great cast, and just its great racing moments. At number 6 is Ballerina. I love the John Wick films, and this was a great addition to the John Wick franchise as we see Ana de Armas kick a lot of ass, and it was really entertaining. At number 5 is Mickey 17. He's dying to save mankind, as this was a fun film from Bong Joon-ho, as Robert Pattinson does give a great performance as Mickey, all of these Mickeys. This was one I had a lot of fun with. At number 4 is Superman, and I just love what this film did. Even though I wasn't a fan with one of the plot points in this, but yet the hopefulness, how Superman is, the cast, all that was just amazing. David Cornsweet perfectly portrays Superman, bringing that hopeful energy that Superman has and that we need now. This is honestly a film that the world needs now, as it does feel like a huge hug, and I do believe that James Gunn nailed it with that. At number 3 is The Fantastic Four: First Steps, and I really enjoyed this movie. This was a fantastic film. I thought that the cast perfectly portrayed their characters. Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm is the best hero for 2025. And this just does have a lot of fantastic moments. And it was great to get a Fantastic Four film where the family is the main focus. It has that family feel to it. And a lot of fantastic moments. At number 2 is Thunderbolts. And I just love this film. I love the themes that it explored. And I love getting more of these great characters. How it explores the characters, how it introduces new characters like Bob. It was just done amazingly well, and it does have a pretty awesome score throughout the film too. This was my favorite comic book film for 2025, and it was just one that definitely stands out in the MCU. And also, Bucky, he is one of my favorite MCU characters, and it's just great to get more of him. But at number 1, and my favorite film for 2025 is Sinners. I rewatched it again recently, and yeah, it is just still up there. Just the performances in this was just phenomenal, and what Ryan Coogler does with this film, kind of like reinventing vampires in the horror franchise, was just amazingly done well. With this film, it has a lot of heart, it has a lot of soul, and it just definitely shows. This was such a phenomenal movie from Ryan Coogler, and I do believe that Michael B. Jordan gave the best performance for the year. Overall, that is my top 10 films that released in 2025, but what would be your ranking? What is your top 10? What was your favorite film for 2025? Let me know in the comments below, and follow me for more.